A faraway back room where people are obsessed with Star Wars and the boys. We are back with another full movie review episode talking about the Backrooms, talking about Mandalorian and Grogu. We're also going to talk a little bit about the boys, season 5 finale.
It's like a 3 for 1.
Still keep it short and sweet like all of our episodes. I'm trying to keep it around 10 to 15 minutes. But welcome back to the Movieverse podcast. I am your co-host Benji Bay, Benji Boothang. BMT. This is your other co-host, Kendrick, a.k.a.
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Glummer. We are back. This is the Movieverse. If you haven't already, please subscribe, follow. We really need it. We really appreciate it. We'd love to replace our income someday and be able to do what we love
that'd be
full time.
Great.
Anyways, as always, join the comment section and the conversation in the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts on each of these projects. Let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about, and let us know if there's anything we can improve on. Let's go ahead and start with the Backroom, since that's the most recent thing that has dropped. Kendrick, you went and saw that. What did you think about it? It seems like there was so much hype around this movie, even more than Obsession, before Obsession came out.
That's very true.
The horror movie that was the most hyped was Backrooms.
That's true.
Obsession overperformed, still overperforming, kicking butt. Backrooms seems to have leveled at around a 3.5 out of 5 for most people. Yeah. Peaks at a 4 out of 5 for most people. Yeah. Whereas Obsession, like minimum was like a 4. Yeah. High was a 4.5 or a 5.
Yeah.
So curious to hear your thoughts on it. What'd you think?
Yeah, I walked out of it I was into some things and not into other things.
You know what? Let's go. Mixed. Let's go each category like we normally do. Yeah. What did you like about the movie?
So what I liked about it, I think what it does the most effective is just kind of the immersion, like the feeling that you feel watching it is really
which
uneasy.
I think is what we were all hoping for, right? When we watched the trailer and
stuff.
That
is what I was hoping
so
for.
That's still there?
Yeah, you're just like, everything feels slightly off, and it feels like you're just in this area that never ends, and you're just like, can just keep going, and that's uncomfortable. Like there's just so much space, and things are put in just such weird places, and nothing makes sense. So you're just walking through there, and you're just like, this looks like kind of a normal room, but it just keeps going, and then the angles change, and then there's just this weird, just normal lighting, like hospital lighting, with all this just carpet and gross looking walls.
So the stuff that was kind of expected seems to have been good. What about found footage stuff?
Yeah, that was great too. That made me definitely feel.
But I've heard maybe
more
not,
uneasy.
Not enough.
Yeah, I thought there was plenty. I don't know. I thought it was a good mix.
So it would be in your liked category?
Yeah, it would. I like the found footage. It starts off with found footage, actually, and that kind of was a good way to start the movie off, I thought, where you're kind of like, oh my gosh, like what the heck's going to happen
Oh
in here?
My gosh.
Just like that.
And then what about acting? We have some big actors in this movie.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Our main boy did great. I thought he was really, really good for this role.
And what about Renee?
And she was good. They both did great.
So they'd be in your liked category as well?
Yeah. Nothing that like super stood out to me, but I was like, yeah, they both were good for their roles, and I enjoyed them. Side characters were fine. Like just everyone did pretty good. No one did a bad job. So I was digging the acting.
Now, did they at least set themselves apart though from like small actors being cast in this movie, or did they do anything to justify bringing in 2 big actors? Because those are big actors in a movie that's pretty much an indie film.
Yeah, I think so. Like I think they stand out more than just your average actor. I'd say the main
that's
2
good.
at least. Yeah, like you can see there's talent there, especially in our guy. I think he was good at like his emotions and everything were really, really tight.
Now, what about mixed? What'd you feel mixed on in the movie?
It's a little hard because
you're right on that mixed.
I am
rating.
right on that mixed rating.
I gave it
a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay.
I will say I feel like, at least what I think about other people and what they could think about it, like it's not really much of a story or narrative film.
Interesting. Okay.
Like at the end of the day,
it's like a Marvel special presentation. No, I'm just kidding.
But I feel like it's just meant to like give you kind of an experience of uneasiness. The thing with the Backrooms concept itself is that it's vague, and there really isn't concrete answers on it. Like literally, it all started just from a picture someone posted or something, and then it turned into a little web series. But it's always been left up to a ton of vague details, and that's kind of what makes it uneasy, which I like. But it also doesn't give you much answers because there's so much going on.
Do you feel like when you're going to do a movie about something like this, because like a web series is one thing, videos that people have done on this kind of lore is one thing.
Yeah.
When you're going to do a movie, do you feel like you have to take the creative liberty of creating some sort of a story?
I wanted
and
more,
like an ending.
Yeah, I wanted more of that, and the movie doesn't. Like even the ending, like isn't really an ending. It's just kind of like feels like you're just picking up at the next part. Really, like
okay, yeah.
You don't really get answers. You know, like. I compared it in my review to Severance in a way where in some ways I felt some of the same feelings where I'm kind of so curious.
But Severance has a story.
Exactly. And since it's a show, you know, they can build out the mystery so well.
And characters you care about? Like, do you care about these characters much?
No, not at all.
Okay.
And, yeah, and like Severance, just like, I get the uneasy feeling it's like everything looks kind of off and symmetrical and, you know, you're in that workplace and you're like, this is so weird. And there's so many things you get weirded out by. And you're just kind of like, what does that mean? You know? I think Severance starts to explain a lot of things. There's a lot of things you can find. I think in Backrooms, it's kind of just meant to just be weird and uneasy. And like, there's really no explanation that much. So I just think, for a movie, I would have dug more of a story and a narrative.
Okay.
And that kind of is more of I think I didn't like that really, that aspect. That's what dropped it down for me. It's just like, I was like, I'm liking the experience. The execution is not really my favorite as far as the story goes or anything like that.
And so anything you didn't like purely didn't like about
I mean, I think the ending for me just feels like I said, just in the middle of the story. Like
completely solely unsatisfied.
Kind of feels like end of Across the Spider-Verse where you're like, all right, the story's literally about to start, you know, here. Like,
sure.
Kind of like that. Yeah, it's kind of like.
But Across the Spider-Verse.
No, but that's in a great way where you're like,
yeah,
I'm ready for the next one. But Backrooms, I don't know if there's going to be a next one or whatever. So it's kind of like, why are we leaving off in such a weird place?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It feels like our characters we're following through most of the movie kind of just get sidelined and disappear for a majority of it.
Yeah.
And that kind of bothered me too because I was kind of there for that story. Like you're literally following this man through the first half of the movie and then he kind of just disappears because he's in the back rooms, right? And you kind of don't focus on his story much anymore. But I'm like, I wanted to see him finding out. So it just
sounds like there is not much of a story, and that's the problem.
Yeah, and some people love that about it, and for me, I kind of didn't like that. But like I said, it's such a vague concept that it's like either you roll with that or you're kind of like, I want more structure.
That makes sense.
Seemed like they wanted to keep it more on the vague side.
So a one-time watch for you, is it like we always ask on our full episodes, is this a movie you want to keep around in the movie multiverse? Is it one you'd put on your bookshelf?
I don't think so.
Doesn't sound like it.
But
like a one-time watch that was fun, had some good stuff to it, but there was a lot left on the table.
Yeah, definitely. Like I respect it more than I enjoyed it. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Well, there's our thoughts on the Backroom, or Kendrick's thoughts. Please, again, join the conversation in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on the Backrooms if you've seen it, what you wish had happened, what you wish was done differently, or if you think it's a 5 out of 5, let us know. You think it's a 5 out of 5 and tell us we're trash. Like I said, we're going to have other video on Mandalorian and Grogu, other video on The Boys, so make sure you check those out. Make sure you subscribe, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.